Okay. So what is Lord Krishna saying over here? He's saying iha. So let's see. Nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitram iha vidyate tatsvayam yoga samsiddha kalena atmani vindati. Yes, Devika Mataji, would you like to read?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare.
In this world, there is nothing so sublime and pure as transcendental knowledge. Such knowledge is the mature fruit of all mysticism. And one who becomes accomplished in the practice of devotional service enjoys this knowledge within himself in due course of time.
Hare Krishna. So same, as I told you, he's continuing on the same theme, right? He's talking about transcendental knowledge also. He says iha. Iha means what? In this world. What happens in this world then? Nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitram vidyate. So what is Lord saying? There is nothing compared to or exists like what? Pavitram, this pure and sublime, transcendental knowledge. There is nothing like this knowledge, this jnana. And then Lord is saying yoga samsiddha. This knowledge is the result of the mature fruit of all the devotion or mysticism. It's not that it happened in one day. It's not that I sat today and I got all the knowledge. It's the mature fruit. Means I must have done some levels, I must have gone. Then I have got that fruit. Fruit is what? The transcendental knowledge. You won't get transcendental knowledge in one day, right? So it is the result of what? All the devotion, right? 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 +, we kept on doing devotion. And the result of all that is the knowledge that we had got. Yoga samsiddha. Further, Lord is saying, adding, he's also adding to that. What is he saying? Tat. Tat means what? That knowledge. What that with that knowledge, what to do with that knowledge? Vindati swayam atmani kalena, he says. Tat swayam yoga samsiddha kalena atmani vindati. Means what? That person will vindati, means enjoy. We say no, vindu bhojanam. Vindu bhojanam means bhojanam that we enjoy. So vindu, enjoy. So that person will win the or enjoy. What will he enjoy? The knowledge. Where? Where is the knowledge? Within himself. Atmani, within himself. In when? Kalena, in course of time. So what does Lord mean to say? Keep doing devotional service, keep doing devotion, 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 devotion. The result of devotion will be knowledge. And then when you get that knowledge, you will enjoy that knowledge. Where will you enjoy that knowledge? Within yourself, you will enjoy it. Will you enjoy now? No, in course of time. Not today, not immediately. So, what do we understand by this sloka is whoever gets the transcendental knowledge in course of time, very important point, in course of time, he will find peace within himself. So, kalena is of great significance over here. Why? Because we saw in first chapter also how Arjuna was hell bent upon taking sannyas. He said, I will not fight. I will not fight. Why? Because, taking sannyas will be the solution to everything. I don't want to fight my relatives. Better I take sannyas. That's the answer to everything. But he is not understanding that taking sannyas is not everything. Yet he had that inkling that in case he takes sannyas, he may get that transcendental knowledge. Many people think like that, if I take sannyas, I will get transcendental knowledge. But no, Lord Krishna is making it very, very clear in this shloka. He says, kalena, means with time, in due course of time. Many, in Kali Yuga, think that by changing the garb, outside clothes, into, if you wear that sadhu wala kapda, that saffron cloth or color, they will get transcendental knowledge. They'll be freed from all kinds of pollution, contamination. No, that's not true. Lord is saying over here. Why? What is Lord saying over here? That when a person works in detached manner, in devotion, with time, very important, kalena, with time, person who has been practicing devotional service, the result of that detached work, the result of that devotional service will actually lead to transcendental knowledge. Or maybe kalenatmani, atmani, purification of heart. So whenever we are talking about transcendental, it means beyond human reach. What is beyond human reach? the spiritual realm, right? Goloka, Vaikuntha, all those are in spiritual realm. That's beyond human reach. So when we are talking about transcendental knowledge, we are talking about spiritual knowledge. So this transcendental knowledge is supremely, very, very uplifting. This knowledge, when we get this knowledge, it's very, very pure because it's directly from there, right? From the Lord. That's why it's pure. It has been untouched by this contamination of this material world. So the knowledge, if we get that knowledge has the power to purify our heart. It will help us to not only purify, it will elevate us, it will liberate us, it will free us from all this, and it will unite us to who? God. Connect to God. So that's why Lord is saying, no, it's not that, I have done today, I have done devotional service. God, I want transcendental knowledge tomorrow. No, that's not going to happen. You have to keep doing the devotional service. Maybe this lifetime, maybe I have to take 50 more lifetimes. You don't know. Only God knows. After that, in due course of time, I will get it. But distinction needs to be made about this knowledge thing. There is one thing called theoretical information and practical realization, right? There is one kind of knowledge that is acquired if we read scriptures and we hear from Guru, right? That's theoretical information we are getting. That's not enough, right? It's like, someone has memorized the cookbook, you get cookery book, you memorize it by heart, but you have never entered the kitchen. So what's the point of that theory or theoretical knowledge? You have heard from the Guru, you have read the scriptures, but you have never entered the kitchen. So that theoretical knowledge of cooking will not help if I am hungry. I need to enter the kitchen, make something, then only my hunger will be satiated. Similarly, same way, if one has to acquire the theoretical knowledge, we learn about topic of the soul, God, Maya, Karm, Gyan Yoga, all kinds of yoga, bhakti yoga from the Guru. But then, will it make me God realized? No. See, the physical body, my body, when I take bath in the morning, I need to clean it with water and soap, like we use it every day. Same way, the subtle body also needs purification. It needs Cheto Darpada Marjanam. And what are the purifying agents? The purifying agents are Nishkama Karma. Don't think about the results. Meditation, chant, worship God, do devotional service, knowledge. Then that knowledge is the best and the greatest purifier. So for us devotees, we are all sadhakas over here. When we practice sadhana, we must chant the Maha Mantra and engage in the devotional service of the Lord. Then whatever is told in the theory, we are following, right? Whatever knowledge we are getting from Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, after practicing all this, that will result in the purification of our mind. Why are we chanting? What's the meaning of chanting? What's the point? We are putting our mind towards the Lord, lotus feet of the Lord, instead of thinking about something. But the mind runs away. Chapter 6, we will learn Chanchalam Himana Krishna Pramati Balavadridam. He says, I can control the wind, I can't control my mind, says Arjuna. So it's very difficult, but that purification of mind will happen. Then such realized knowledge, that is what is being commended by Lord Krishna in this shloka. He says that's the most uplifting thing, most pure knowledge that is there. So the thing that we have to note down over here, that the sadhak, we sadhaks or seeker, we have to put effort, yeah, and we have to go within and see what are we doing. Am I purifying myself? You have to talk to yourself. You have to talk to the Lord. Nobody can come between you and the Lord. Keep talking to him. That's the best way. Okay. So after this, Lord is going to speak about something very, very important. He is speaking so much about the glorification of knowledge, right? It's almost like he has been doing the advertisement about it. Now Krishna is going to say, yes, by transcendental knowledge, you will get this, 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 and this. And Lord is going to say, who is fit to attain this knowledge? You have to be fit enough, right? You have to have those qualifications. If you are applying for a job and you're not qualified, you won't get that job. So Lord Krishna is going to say, who is fit? Let's see. Shraddhavan labate jnanam tatparas संयतेन्द्रियः ज्ञानम लब्ध्वा पराम शांतिम अचिरेणाधिगच्छति. Snigdha Mataji.
Hare Krishna. A faithful man who is dedicated to transcendental knowledge and who subdues his senses is eligible to achieve such knowledge, and having achieved it, he quickly attains the supreme spiritual peace. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So he has described the glories of transcendental knowledge. He told how we can get it, and he said how in due course of time we will get it. Now Lord is going to talk about the role of faith, Shraddha, to attain this transcendental knowledge. So what is very, very important? Lord Krishna says, Shraddhavan, a faithful man, is tatpara, means is very much attached. Attached to what? To jnanam. Whoever is having lot of faith, he will be curious enough to know, to get that transcendental knowledge. What else does he do other than getting that transcendental knowledge? Samyata indriya, means he is controlling his senses. Indriya means senses. Labhate, he achieves. What does he achieve? Transcendental knowledge. And then after he gets that knowledge, what does he do? Jnanam labdhva. What happens after he gets that knowledge? Labdhva means get it. Achirena, very soon. No, there is no delay. Very, very fast. What happens? He gets adhigachati param shantim. So what does he get? Very soon he gets transcendental peace. So the moment he gets, you have that bliss. All the time you will be very happy. You won't understand what is happening, but you feel very happy, very content. Atmaram. Completely happy within your own self. That is what is going to happen, says Lord Krishna. So Lord Krishna is introducing this concept of faith. In the context of knowledge, he is introducing this word, faith, Shraddhavan. Like in that CC Madhyalila also, if we can see that, it's written, Shraddha Shabde Vishwasa Kahe Sudhrida Nishchaya Krishna Bhakti Kaile Sarva Karma Krita Haya. So it is written in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is written over there. That it's where Shraddha Shabde Vishwasa Kahe Sudhrida Nishchaya Krishna Bhakti Kaile Sarva Karma Krite Haya, means what? One is called faithful man who thinks that if he is acting in Krishna consciousness, in Krishna Bhakti, he can attain highest perfection. That person is called faithful man. Shraddha Shabde, that one is called Shraddha. So Krishna says, not all the spiritual truths you can see immediately. Sometimes we can't see. Some things we don't understand. Some of them, we only experience and then we feel very blissful. We say, yes, God's hand is there. Some you can't even explain to anybody. Nobody will understand. Yeah. When you're getting onto the spiritual path, you get those experiences, but others won't understand. So if we can only accept what we presently see, then we will not get that higher spiritual secrets. We have to have that faith. And the moment we have that faith, we will start experiencing different things will be happening to you. You won't be able to understand. And if you tell others, they will also not understand. So Lord Krishna is saying faith. Faith is going to help us to accept what we cannot understand. At present time, many things we cannot understand. Faith means what? Firm confidence. Confidence in Guru. Confidence in the words of Guru. In the words of the scriptures. Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. But the problem what we are facing is we have faith on all Tom, Dick and Harry, but Krishna. We have faith in when we are going to a restaurant, we are eating food over there. We have faith that they have not added poison into it. They have not added chemicals into it. We have faith when we go to the barber that he is going to cut my hair and not my neck. Everything we have faith. We have faith that we are depositing money in the bank. They are not going to take it. We have faith that when we are buying organic stuff, it is labeled organic and it is not, something that is not right, and we are not being fooled. We have faith. We have faith on the pilot when we are boarding the plane and sitting in it. Then why not place our faith in Krishna? Ek bar rakh ke to dekho, says Krishna. Try me. Why not try to put faith in Sarva Loka Maheshwaram, who is Suhrudam Sarva Bhutanam, he's friends to everyone. He's Sarva Loka Maheshwaram, he is the controller of all the universes. He is our well-wisher. Yeah, he's Lord Krishna says, right, 5.29. Nyatva mam shantim richati. Once you understand, you will be attain the peace. So why not, that try and trust Krishna in that. But when such faith is placed in wrong personality, any Tom, Dick, and Harry, you can't just go and believe anybody. Then it will be disastrous. But it is when it is placed on in the true Guru, then it will open the welfare, the pathway of the eternal knowledge that we will get from Guru. Blind faith is also not good. We should not be having blind faith. It's not good. You can't just place it on any Guru, right? You must use our intellect to confirm that, yeah, this is the parampara, this is what is the Guru. So whether Guru has realized absolute truth, he is teaching according to Vedic scriptures. So once this is confirmed, of course, you can always deepen the faith in such Gurus and then surrender, completely surrender, right? We learned, right, in the previous shlokas, Pariprashnena Sevaya. So Pranipatena, first do Pranipatena, then Praniprashnena, then Sevaya, right? Then Guru will give us the Jnanam because they have seen the Tattva. So we need their guidance. There was this girl called Kumud. It's a real life, such a soul. She had complete faith. She was suffering with severe physical disabilities. Her bones were so fragile and structure was crooked only. Schooling wasn't great. The school children weren't very sympathetic towards her. So when she was 16, her father bought her books from, one traveling ISKCON devotee he found. So he bought some books. And then she started reading Bhagavad Gita by Srila Prabhupada. And she got so much hooked to it. So much so that slowly, she came to that level of understanding that she was not the body, she was the soul. She put her faith in her Guru. And Srila Prabhupada, of course, and Krishna also. She put her faith 100% in that. Faith in Krishna, what made her do that is she went and to New Delhi. She traveled to New Delhi. She said, I want to take initiation from His Holiness Loknath Maharaj. And then he asked, are you chanting Hare Krishna? She said, yes, I'm chanting 16 rounds a day. I follow all the 4 regulative principles. He accepted her as a disciple on the spot because she refused to leave that place till he initiated her. And then gave her the name Krishna Priya and Devi Dasi. Then she received that formal initiation. Then she got married. She moved to US, right? But there again, she got a strange illness. What had happened? They found that the brain over here that has been dislocated and it slipped down towards the spine. So many people, face this rare disease. When they cannot live anymore. They pass away when the surgery is being done. But Krishna Priya, she said, oh Krishna, what have I done to be put into this kind of situation? But faith, that Shraddha that she had was keeping her alive. So one of the surgeons, they chose 2 surgeons. One of them seemed to be very, very pro Srila Prabhupada. So she told her family, if anybody will do surgery, this surgeon will do because he is definitely into that part. She said, if I anyway have to leave my body, many people die. If anyway I have to leave my body during brain surgery, then at least I want to die in the hands of someone who has respect for Srila Prabhupada. That's what she said. Then as the nurses came to take her to the surgery room, right? So all the family members were crying because they knew they will not see her back. She is not going to come back from there. Then something happened. That Krishna Priya remembers it forever. Her sister in the room, in the hospital room, she turned on the TV. And what happened? She heard a familiar voice. She looked up. What was there in the TV? There on TV screen, who was there? Srila Prabhupada. Her sister still asks her, how could that have happened? Where in the world did Srila Prabhupada come on the TV that time? And why did I turn on the TV? When did I do? How did I do? How could Prabhupada appear on that exact moment when she was going to be taken to the surgery room? So Krishna Priya told, don't be surprised. Srila Prabhupada has a master's degree in saving all the suffering souls. He is the one who will take us ahead. And he came to save me, she said. And on TV screen, what was Srila Prabhupada doing? He was dancing and he was singing Lord Krishna's name. And the moment she saw him dancing, and she was overjoyed. She forgot all about her pain. She forgot all about her death. She forgot that she was thinking about death a few minutes ago. It was like Srila Prabhupada was telling her something, like most important instruction of her life. She also joined him, started singing the kirtan and on the stretcher itself. She didn't care what people were saying, who were looking at her, what nurses were saying, nothing. She went into the surgery with a big smile on her face. And of course, the family was waiting outside for many, many hours. You know what? Finally, the doctor came and told that, they didn't know uh, what had happened, but she's alive. They don't know that after she comes into consciousness, whether her mental or physical condition, how will it be, they will not be able to tell right away because she was not conscious. Then later on, her sister went into that ICU, right, to meet her. And she was half conscious. And Krishna Priya was calling her, Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Sister was very, very happy. She said, if you can remember Prabhupada, that means your brain is working. It is in good condition. She was discharged. But lo and behold, just 1 week, many, many relatives came to see her. She was not supposed to be, she was supposed to be in isolation. Many came. Again, she got infection. And again, she was on the verge of death. But again, that faith in Krishna, faith in Srila Prabhupada and Guru, she kept tottering her between life and death. Every day it was like, that today is going to be my last day. Last, she prayed to Krishna. She said, oh Lord, please give me one last chance. I promise if I recover, first thing what I will do is I will write poems on Bhagavad Gita. But she was still not that great, right? She couldn't open her eyes. Even tiny bit of light she could not tolerate. It was very difficult. They had to put her in a dark room. Ears could not tolerate any sound. If somebody was entering the room, it was unbearable for her. She could not eat food. She was surviving on liquid diet. Doctor said, I don't think she can survive anymore. She can recover. Family also lost all hope. How can anybody recover, You are not able to tolerate light. You are not able to tolerate sound. You are not eating anything. But Krishna Priya remembered the Bhagavad Gita's teaching, chapter 6. She understood that chapter 6, it's written, how like a lamp is there in a windless place, how the lamp does not waver if it's put in a windless place. Same way, transcendently, if I can control my mind, it will remain steady in meditation on that Lord. That words came to her and gave her the power of tolerance, kept tolerating, kept enduring the therapy. Finally, slowly, infection got cured. She was discharged. But she did not lose hope. She thought of Srila Prabhupada, her guru, Krishna's words in Bhagavad Gita. Particular verse she remembered in chapter 2, that, son of Kunti, there, Lord Krishna had told Arjuna, oh Arjuna, this non-permanence appearance, sometimes happiness comes, sometimes sadness comes, they disappear in due course of time. It's like how winter comes after summer, summer comes after winter. That is what is going to happen. So you must learn to tolerate without getting disturbed. That had what told Krishna told Arjuna, and Krishna Priya remembered that time. She kept meditating on that verse over and over again. She had faith in Krishna's promise that this darkness which has come over now will pass, like how the winter and summer seasons go one after the other. And she will be able to see Lord Krishna's beautiful form and listen to her Guru Maharaj's Kirtan once again. She recovered. She recovered. She could listen, she could eat, she could see. And then she came out of that darkness. She had promised Krishna. So she started writing a poetry book in Bhagavad Gita. She stayed in Vrindavan for 1 year with her husband. And she tried to write all the poems. She still continues to live in USA. That's the real life example of a girl, a faithful girl who took every word of Bhagavad Gita to heart and achieved that knowledge, supreme knowledge, and of course, Shanti. So faith, we need to have faith. It will give us inner strength and that balance, we will have that mental balance and we will be able to see clearly everything in life, right? Yeah. Let's see. If now next shloka, Lord Krishna will talk about a person who doesn't have faith. What will happen to it? This was having faith. Let's see, doesn't have faith. अज्ञश्च श्रद्धानश्च संशयात्मा विनश्यति नायं लोकोऽस्ति न परो न सुखं संशयात्मनः. Yes, Pratima Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. But ignorant and faithless persons who doubt the revealed scriptures do not attain God consciousness. They fall down. For the doubting soul there is happiness, for the doubting soul there is happiness neither in this world or in the next.
Yes, Hare Krishna. So last shloka Krishna had told, right? Only those who have faith can acquire knowledge. Lord Krishna is telling in this one, those who don't have faith, what happens to them? What is their destination? So Lord is, he's talking about different categories of people. Ajnana means fool, who has no knowledge in standard scriptures. And Ashraddhana, a person who is faithless. Ajnana means the foolish person who has no knowledge in scriptures. Ashraddhana, who is a faithless person, does not have faith in the scriptures. Then and Sannyasa Atma, a person who doubts. Samshaya Atma, sorry, not Sannyasa. Samshaya Atma, who is having the doubt in these scriptures. So Ajnana, the foolish person. The Ashraddhana, a faithless person. Samshaya Atma, a doubtless person. What happens to him? Vinashyati, that person falls down. And then it is given Samshaya Atmana. The above three categories are there, but Lord Krishna is specially picking on one. That is Samshaya Atma, a person who is doubtful. More than anybody, Lord Krishna has picked up this one. Samshaya Atma, who is doubtful about him, about Krishna. For him, what will happen? Na Sukham. There is no happiness for him. Na Ayam Loka Asti. Means neither in this world he will have that Sukham, nor in any other world will he ever have Sukham. Para means in the next life of the person. Never will we have happiness. That's Samshaya Atma, that doubting. So Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, it classifies sadhaks into three classes. Uttama, this one, Floki. Uttamadhikari means what? One who possesses that knowledge of the scriptures and he has got very good faith. Then you have medium, Madhyamadhikari, who does not have that knowledge, but he still has faith in God and Guru. And then there is third one, lowest class, the Kanishtadhikari. He neither has knowledge about scriptures, nor he has faith on it. Nothing, zero. So he's talking about Kanishtadhikari over here. That such person, they will not have peace. They don't have faith. They don't have knowledge. They don't have anything. They are doubting everything and really, who has seen God? Have you seen God? They doubt, keep doubting everything. So he says, they are never ever going to have any peace in this life or hereafter in any other life, because they have very weak faith, very low knowledge of scriptures. Even worldly activities for the matter, it needs faith, right? As I told you, if woman goes to a restaurant, she's placing order for the meal, she has faith that the restaurant is not going to mix poison or chemicals in her meal, right? As I told you the last shloka. But if she starts getting the doubt, she will not be able to eat anything in that. She will not be able to enjoy or finish her meal. Similarly, man, as I told you, goes to the barber. He gets to go for a shave or sits on the chair, and barber is moving the sharp knife over his throat. Now, if the man gets the doubt that the barber and is going to, maybe he's at intention of murdering me, do you think he will be able to sit over there? He will run for his life. Do you think he will allow him to shave him? No. So Lord Krishna is telling over here in this verse that a doubting person, very difficult. Samshaya Atma is very difficult. Even if in a couple also, when you're living with husband, wife, if the wife keeps doubting the husband or husband keeps doubting the wife, life will never be happy. So Lord Krishna is very specifically talking about those doubting person. They will not have happiness either in this world or the next. That's what Srila Prabhupada says, one should always follow the footsteps of great acharyas. They have coming from disciplic succession. So they have seen, they have attained success, right? So once they have attained success means what? If I follow, I will also be able to move that way and I will also get success. So follow them. We are all struggling souls, right? So we keep getting doubts. Maybe the goal is wrong. Maybe this process might not be right. Maybe I'm not able to understand Lord very. That is why Lord Krishna, understanding us, is going to tell how we can destroy this doubt also. So merciful. So you can see on the screen, we are too young to think about God when we are too small. And then later on, we grow up a little bit, too self-sufficient to think about God. Then we get some couple, parents, relationship, whatever, too happy to think about God. Then we get into work, responsibilities, too busy to think about God. And then we are growing older, too tired to think about God. And you know what happens in the end? It is too late to think about God. So let's think about God now. So this is a summary. One who has faith can acquire transcendental knowledge, and one who is free of doubts. That was 3940. Yoga sanyasta karmanam jnana samchinna samshayam atmavantam na karmani nibadhananti dhananjaya. Ravani Mataji, Hare Krishna. Neha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Very sorry, Mataji. One who acts in devotional service, renouncing the fruits of his actions, and whose doubts have been destroyed by transcendental knowledge, is situated factually in the self. Thus, he is not bound by the reactions of work. O conqueror of riches. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So Lord Krishna spoke very strong words, very strong words, that whoever is doubtful, they cannot be happy in this world or next. Very strong words, right? Now question is, we may belong to that category of being doubtful. So how to destroy these doubts? Lord is telling us yoga means what? Devotional service. In what? Karma yoga. Sanyasta karmanam. Yoga sanyasta karmanam. Means what? One who has renounced. What do we renounce? Fruits. Fruits of what? Action. Whatever you're doing, renounce the result. Then such a person whose doubts, samshayam jnana samchinna, they are destroyed. If you are renouncing the results of whatever you're doing, it is removed, it is cut by knowledge. Such a person is situated in Atmavantam. He is situated in self, real knowledge. For such a person, O Dhananjaya, O Arjuna, O conqueror of riches, na karmani nibadhananti. Such a person is never bound by reactions of work or karma. See, let's refresh what happened in chapter 1, where Arjuna was full of doubts. Oh Krishna, if we fight, we'll be overcome by the reactions, these particular activities, we will be overcome by the sins, we have to suffer for this, we have to suffer for that. Finally, towards the end of the 4th chapter, Lord Krishna is telling Arjuna, don't worry about all this. If you are situated on the transcendental knowledge, then these reactions will not touch you. It will not bind you. So basically, there are 3 ways we can get knowledge, right? One is called pratyaksha pramana, means basically what? Seeing is believing. We all believe that, right? Seeing is believing. Direct sense perception has to be. If I see it, yes, I believe it. But there are many things we see, many things we can't see also, right? Many things we can, many things we can't see. But don't believe. We can see some things and we don't believe, right? So, like for example, we see our image in a concave or convex mirror, where people, they see themselves very small or sometimes very big than actual figure. When we see it, we can see that, but we don't believe, no, that's not right. I know what my size is. When we are seeing the railway track, sometimes it seems that both the lines are meeting after some distance. But actually, we see that, but it's not happening. Sun. Sun appears very small when it is in the sky, but in reality, it's far bigger than Earth, right? There's so many things which we can't see but believe. We can't see the wind. We know it is there. We believe it. Mind, we can't see. We believe it. Intelligence, we can't see. We believe it. We cannot understand the absolute truth through blunt material senses that we have. Why? Because we have 4 defects. What are those 4 defects? Senses. They are not perfect. If I switch off the light in the dark room, we can't see anything. Senses are not good enough. Tendency to be illusion. Like we are thinking we are happy in this world. We are going to live here permanently. It's illusion. Tendency to make mistakes. We keep making mistakes every day. I don't need to give any example for that. Cheating propensity. We are ready to cheat others, and if we are ready to cheat our own selves also, just to get some sense gratification, some pleasure. So Pratyaksh Pramana is not a good source, right? We cannot gain knowledge because of that, because that's not correct. So it's not the right. So second way, what is the second way of getting knowledge is Anuman Pramana. Guessing. Anumana means guessing. We are trying to guess. We are trying to think. How can that be right when we are imperfect? Just imagine. It's like, we see an elephant in 6 blind men story. They are trying to understand they're blindfolded and they are trying to understand elephant by their intelligence. Someone is saying, I think it's a tree. No. He is holding his tail and no, it's a snake. Somebody is holding the body. No, I think it's a wall. Similarly, people are also saying, God might be this, God might be like this, God's shape might be like this. It is also not reliable source. We cannot get knowledge from that because whatever we are guessing, it may be correct, it may not be correct. So we cannot get perfect knowledge from Anumana also, right? So what is the next? Third way of gaining knowledge is Shabda Pramana. Shabda Pramana means what? Hearing from authorized source, like straight away from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Shabda Pramana means hearing from authorized source. As, for example, we want to get admission for our children. What do? We check 3 things. Number 1, school or college, wherever the child is going. The school and college should be affiliated to authorized university. Is the school having NCERT syllabus? Is it CBSE? Is it as ICSE? What is it exactly? How is it associated with authorized board? Then second thing we see is teachers. How are the teachers, the staff, the professors? And number 3 we check is books. What standard of books are they using? Same way, when we want to admit ourselves in the school of God, okay, to know more about God, let's say, then there also must be 3 things. What are the 3 things we need? Parampara. Parampara, like authorized university. It's like authorized university. There are 4 authorized parampara as shown in the image, right? Guru. Second is Guru, like teachers and professors in college, who will give knowledge about God. Who can give knowledge about God? Gurus. And number 3, books, scriptures, like reference books, where we can get the knowledge about God, right? Vedic scriptures. They have made this statement. If you read Vedic scripture, they have very confidently made this statement that if you can prove only one statement of Vedic scripture wrong, the entire Vedic scripture can be rejected. Just see the confidence of Vedic scriptures. Just see the confidence of the Lord. So what to talk about Bhagavad Gita? It was directly spoken by the Lord. So Shabda Pramana is more reliable source of gaining knowledge than the others. So what is the conclusion? That if you want to gain knowledge about the Lord, Shabda Pramana is more authoritative. Whereas Pratyaksh Pramana, Anuman Pramana, they're all supportive. Right? Many get a doubt. Bhagavad Gita was said some 5,000, more than 5,000 years ago by Supreme Personality of Godhead. For them, it has been said by gurus. What did gurus say? Okay, fine. It was said 5,000 years ago, but try and apply these principles in your life and see, say the guru. Same example that Srila Prabhupada always gives. He says, I will describe about rasgullas, how fluffy it is, how spongy it is, how whitish in color it is, how sweet, how juicy it is. If you eat, it will be very tasty, etc. But if I say all this, there will be others who will say, no, 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 I don't believe it. Then what do we do? Best thing is, okay, open your mouth, thrust rasgulla into the mouth. And then he will say, yeah, whatever you were saying is correct. Means what? We will be reading here, reading there, hearing this, reading that. We might not have the faith, we may have the doubt. But as soon as we apply, like eat rasgulla, apply principles in our life, we will see the transformation in our own life. Automatically, we will have that intense faith in Bhagavad Gita and other Vedic scriptures also. So what is needed? Tasting the pudding is needed. Then we will understand that yes, this is how pudding tastes. So Lord Krishna is saying, only those actions bind one in karma which are performed to fulfill one's self-interest. I have self-interest about myself. If I am only thinking about myself, I will be bound in karma. But if I do any work for only and only for the pleasure of Lord, that action is free from all karmic reactions. They are like, multiplying numbers. 0 multiplied by 10 is what? Anyone knows? What is 0 into 10?
0.
0.
0 into 1000.
0.
0 into 0. 0 into 1 million. The result will
Zero.
still be 0. So that is what is going to happen. No karmic reaction will happen to us. Only if we do for the pleasure of the Lord. We will be doing all kinds of work. We see nowadays also, we see great gurus are there, yogis are there. They are free. They are free from the bonds of karma. You will see them doing all the material things, but they are free. How? Because everything they do, they are doing for the Lord. So the medicine that we have in this age of Kali is Nama Smaranam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. So Lord, after telling all this, he's trying to summarize everything, whatever he has spoken in chapter 4, and he will instruct Arjuna as to what he's supposed to do. That will be the last look of this chapter. Tasmad ajnana sambhutam hritam jnana sinatmanah chitvainam samshayam yogam atishto bharata. Yes, Krishna Prasad Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Therefore, the doubts which have arisen in your heart out of ignorance should be slashed by the weapon of knowledge. Armed with yoga, O Bharata, stand and fight.
Hare
Namaste.
Krishna. So Lord is giving instructions to Arjuna after giving all the knowledge throughout Bhagavad Gita. He spoke 41 verses. Arjuna had asked one question in 4.4 shloka. That's it. Continuous Lord said. So what is Lord saying over here? Tasmat means therefore, means I've been speaking all the 41 verses, Arjuna. So Lord Krishna is like, therefore, Arjuna, Lord is going to instruct Arjuna. What is he saying? Samshayam. Oh, Arjuna, the doubts, sambhutam, that has come into your mind or arisen or came due to what? Ajnana means ignorance, born of ignorance. And where are they situated? Heart, Ritstham, heart. So what are we supposed to do here? Lord Krishna is saying, Jnana asina atmana chitva enam. Chitva enam. Destroy. Destroy what? Cut these doubts, whatever has come in because of your ignorance. Right? Ajnana, whatever has come out of Ajnana, just cut it. Using what? We have to use something to cut it, right? Sword, weapon of what? Jnana. Use that weapon of Jnana. Chitvainam samshayam. Cut that samshaya or doubt. Okay? And then Lord says, Yogam atishtha. You be firmly in yoga. Yogam atishtha. Be in that yoga. And then Uttishtha Bharata. Please stand up, Arjuna, and fight. Oh, descendant of Bharata, please stand. That's the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Stand up, Arjuna, and fight. So the use of word, Hritstham, heart, it does not mean that physical machine that is there in the chest and it is pumping blood in the body. No, that one. Vedas told, it is stated in Vedas that one's physical brain, it is there in the head, physical brain. But the subtle mind that we talk about, it is residing in the region of the heart. That is why the reason is, why in love, when you're in love or when you're hating somebody, you experience pain in the heart, right? In this sense, heart is the source where you get that feelings of compassion, love, sympathy, all the good emotions that you're getting, or whenever you get pain also, you get there. So when Lord Krishna is mentioning doubts have arisen in your hridsthan or heart, he means doubt which have arisen in your mind, which is a subtle machine, which is residing in the region of the heart. So now Lord Krishna is the spiritual master of Arjuna. He is the guru. So he has imparted to his disciple the knowledge of chapter 4 of how you can get wisdom, how you can practice karma yoga. He's advising Arjuna, please, whatever I have given you, use your wisdom, use your faith, Shraddha, to do what? Cut, slash, chit vainam. What to cut? The doubts, samshayam. So he's giving a call of action. Please get up, rise up, do your duty, Arjuna, in the spirit of karma yoga. So again, that dual instructions that Arjuna is thinking about, to refrain from action. Karma yoga means you should do your work, but not bother about the results of the action. You should not take that result of the action. And then you are also saying, engage in action, uttishtha, Arjuna, and fight also. Again, he's getting confused. So that is creating confusion in Arjuna's mind. So that he will be revealing in the opening of the next chapter. So we'll see the next chapter, chapter 5, next time. So let's see the summary. Here he says, O Bharata, stand up and fight. So no sinful reactions will affect one who performs his duties with transcendental knowledge. And Lord said, you can always cut it. Chitvainam samshaya means you can cut the doubts that is born out of ajnana or ignorance. So that's how he ends it. Om Tat Saditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita Upanishadsu Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Jnana Yogo Nama Chaturtho Dhyayaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyashta Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. So,
Mataji, I just have